What's up everyone, Tweech here, and welcome to a video of the best experience points farming locations in Sekiro. Now let's get to it. Okay, for the first area that we're going to farm, it's the beginning area, the very first place that you go when you pretty much start up the game. You're going to come up to the very first Sculptor's Idol. You don't have to rest here, but this is the Outskirts just to show you. Now, this run will net you about between 200 and 215 experience points, which isn't a lot, but for your very first area, I think this is a fun farm, especially if you're new. This kind of teaches you the ropes, but you're going to come down here, get this guy first, and if you do this right, you can time it where you get backstabs off of everybody, which is pretty fun. And you get quite a bit of Zen early on. So let's we're going to come up here. We're going to take this guy out first. We're going to backstab this guy. Make sure you suck up all the Sen. We're going to come over here. Jump over this way. Get this guy first. You're going to have to fight this guy, but that's okay. This will teach you a little bit about deflecting if you want to. Spider-Man up here, around to the top here. Right about there, yep, he's hanging out, so if you timed it right, you don't have to wait for him. This time we are going to jump up, come across here, and to the top. Now, this time you're going to want to just drop down for this guy, get behind him to do the backstab. If you do the jump off of the top there, this guy gets alerted and then you'll have to fight him. If you're fighting him, the guy in the grass here tends to pick you up, and then now you have like a 2v1 situation. So as he's walking back, we're gonna backstab this guy. Pick this up and go through here. Now, you're going to have a bunch of dogs through here. Or wolves, whatever they are. That's okay. You could do a couple things. You could just come up and hit them. Or if you already got your shuriken, you could use your shuriken. Oh. One hit for the shuriken does the trick. Shuriken only takes one spirit emblem, so it's not that big of a deal. And as you can see, I'm up to 341 Sen. Now this is probably my third run, maybe fourth at the time. I was testing this out, and I already have one skill point, as you can see on the right-hand side, underneath the attack power, and I'm almost to a second skill point by doing this. Only four times so far. I have 17 spirit emblems, 15 that I could equip, and then, like I said, 341 Sen. So it's not a bad farm. Specifically right in the very beginning of the game. If you're close to a skill point, I always suggest getting over the hump to the next skill point. So if you're close to 2 skill points, get to 2, because if you die, you can't lose a skill point. You can lose the experience towards the next skill point, but never the skill point itself. So that's our first area. Alright, for our next farm, this one's kind of a classic. A lot of people know about this one. It's nothing spectacular, but this is the rat farming, so we're going to farm some rats. The caveat to all this, though, you definitely need to pick up the loaded axe in the Harada Estates, but it makes it a little bit easier. You could still do this farm, but it is a little bit more challenging fighting the rats. So, from our Gyobu, a battle arena, we're going to run up this way. We're going to move to the right, kill this guy quickly. The other good thing about this farm is you get a lot of Sen, and you get some pretty decent drops. So use your balloons as needed. We're going to sneak, get this guy. Now you should be able to sneak up behind this guy before the other one alerts him. Now you do have to do a little bit of fighting. Damn. There we go. Break his posture. don't worry about the poison. And as you can see, you get a lot of sen and also a lot of experience. What makes this a great farm is not the total amount that you get on each run, which is anywhere from 280 to 300 experience, but as you can see how quickly I could farm those guys. I'm sure people could do this much faster than I did. You could farm this so quick and get levels, skill levels, very, very easy. Okay, for the next portion of our farming run, we are at the antechamber in the castle here. So this is all before you go fight Genichiro up top. So you can make your way through here just through a natural progression. But I suggest you could run or slowly walk through here. Don't alert this guy. And we're just going to go through some backstabs. Now, the EXP, yeah, you get 79 EXP per person, which is fine, but the other thing that you get, or at least have a chance to get, is Divine Confetti, so this is a nice farm for items as well. I want to take out this lady, not for the EXP, but mainly because she starts squawking and alerts everybody if she sees you. Okay, you gotta run up, get this guy quick, and just get ready to fight this guy. Now, all of his unblockable attacks, all of his perilous attacks are Mikiri counters. So as soon as you see that symbol, hit your Mikiri counter, and you should have no problem with this guy. Okay, for the mid to late game farm, we are back at the castle at the antechamber idol. Now, this is after you have already beaten the corrupted monk and the guardian ape and made your way back to the castle up to this point. As you can see, I have the demon bell on just to get some better drops and loot, but it shouldn't really affect my experience points. You're going to sneak up here, kill this guy, collect the loot, sneak on out here. We're going to get the first purple ninja. As you can see, just if you wanted to just farm those two, you can gain just over 700 per run, and that's very quick. But you could also try this. Now, this one's a little bit more challenging. You want to lock on to the first guy here. You're going to run up, grab him, blood smoke, grab this guy, blood smoke, and then we're going to go around here and backstab this last guy. Okay. Now, if you're having trouble with these guys at all, particularly the purple ninja, like I suggested, you could either just come up here, farm these two, that one there, and this purple one here. That'll get you quite a bit, and it's a lot safer if you are having trouble. The other thing I want to mention is this. If you bust up any of these walls or anything like that during the fight, you want to leave the area completely. Don't just reset. Just to give you an example of what I'm talking about here. If I just rest, okay, yes, the enemies will be back. However, this entire wall is gone, as you can see, and now it makes the stealth around these guys almost impossible. Okay, for the next portion of our farming run, we are going to be in Mibu Village. This is mid-game, I'd say, and this should be the first time that you get to this location. You want to talk to the merchant there, get a few things. Now, what we're going to farm is right behind here. There is, if you can kind of see him off the off the screen there, is one of these purple ninjas. He drops 735, 38, something like that, experience each time. So this is a very good farm. Some things that you might want to have is the Gashin's sugar. This will help minimize the your detection. Now, you could sneak up on this guy if you have some of the latent skills already unlocked for like suppressed sound and everything, but I find that even with that, he'll turn around sometimes, and if you're not good fighting this guy, you're pretty much, it's pretty much game over for you, or just run back and reset the area. So as you can see, pretty easy, quick farm. Sneak behind him. Yep. Oh, 784. And he drops a lot of sen and items. So you just come back here, reset, and you could do this farm pretty quick. I'll do another one. You could get a few rounds in here before your sugar runs out. So as you can see, he was kind of already ready to turn on me there. And pacifying agents. And if you look at the sen that I have 11,000 from doing this farm over and over again. It's pretty good. Yeah, this should be a great farm for you mid-game and before you tackle anything in Mibu Village. Okay, so the first spot in our late game farming is in the Fountainhead Palace. This is one of the best farming spots in the game. You could farm up quite a bit of experience points and spirit emblems and a bunch of material all at the same location. Now again, this is very late game, and this is right before you're going to go fight the Divine Dragon. So just to show you, we're in Fountainhead Palace and at the Sanctuary, so the last idol in Fountainhead. So you're going to come up here, some things just to prep. Make sure to have the Sabimaru. Now I have this upgraded pretty far into the piercing set, I believe. Yep, 3 levels in for the Sabimaru. And then I also have Mortal Draw. You don't need to use Mortal Draw. I just like it because it makes the run a little bit faster. But make sure you have the Spirit Emblems. If you look right now, I have 417 just sitting in my storage, so I'm not worried about running out of them. But what you want to do is you want to come down here. This first guy, or first girl, I should say, is going to probably spot you. Use your... Oh. Yep, you want to use your Sabimaru to poison them, and just keep on attacking. Okay, back her up into this corner like that. And as you can see, even though I used some Spirit Emblems, she gave me them back. I have 20 again, and some upgrade mats. Now we want to target this one and go right at her. And then use the Mortal Draw and keep on attacking until she's broken. Go over to the next one and kind of rinse and repeat here. And there you go. As you can see, we got just over 3,000 experience points. All these upgrade mats. We got balloons. And we got a few Spirit Emblems back, but overall the run, I netted minus 14 on that particular one. If you want more Spirit Emblems, you could pop one of the Spirit Balloons for farming, and you'll get quite a bit of them back. I think you average about 18 to even 20 Spirit Emblems back, so it's almost like it doesn't cost anything to do that farm the way I did. Okay, for our last farm spot in the game, this is Endgame, so pretty much when you've done everything else. As you can see, Ashina is completely on fire. It's been invaded. We are out at the Outskirts stairway idol. So you want to make it towards this location, and what we're going to do is we're going to farm this little run here. It's only a very short run, but we got to be very quick. You see those guys walking up the steps? We want to meet them when they're down closer to this tree or on the way up. So we need to reset this area. And this is why we need to be very quick, because we do not want those guys to turn around and get ready to fight us. They could be quite challenging if you're not ready for it. Come down here, grab this guy. Make sure that you have your Mortal Draw, because that's going to help us a lot with this. Now I suggest going after the cannon guy first. He's a little bit more challenging. This guy's going to turn around, but one mortal draw should be enough. If not, hit him once, done. Rinse and repeat. You get quite a bit of the dousing powder, gunpowder, and they do drop the mercury, I believe. And that is a very rare drop in this game and needed to upgrade late game items, or I should say late game prosthetic tools. So great farm, a lot of XP, a lot of materials, and don't forget when you're going to do your run, pop your balloons. Use this for multiple farming spot, but this is probably the best farming spot in the game. That could be done very quickly. emblems, you won't run out if you go through and farm Sen and experience points rather than specifically looking for the spirit emblems. She has to be somewhat close, right? Oh my god! The controls are impossible.